Ganpati Bappa, Morya. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Almost Famous Rider. So this series is about 14 days of adventurous ride, Ladakh Full Circuit, from Srinagar to Leh to Umling to Manali to Chandigarh. Welcome to the day 4 of our Ladakh ride. Today we are heading from Leh to Hunder in Nubra Valley, and trust me, this one is going to be epic. The route is crazy scenic but also pretty challenging with all the changing weather and road conditions. We'll be crossing the legendary Khardung La Pass, once the highest motorable road in the world at 17,982 feet. Now the honor is with the Umling La Pass with the altitude of 19,024 feet. Then we will check into the stunning Diskit Monastery before hitting the famous Hunder sand dunes, where we are expecting to spot rare double-humped camels. So we started from our guest house in Leh and made our way through the city streets before hitting the first big climb, which is about 40 kilometers straight up to Khardung La. The road starts off nice and smooth, but as we gain altitude, is going to get trickier with gravel, sand, slush, and even water crossings. Almost every house is a homestay or a hotel, more of a homestay only. Tourism happens to be one of the biggest contributor to the economy of this region. We had a tough time dealing with the heat, but that's a part of the adventure ride that we are on to, and it's going to get tougher and tougher going forward from here. So let's see how it goes. So right now we are cruising on a well-paved stretch, but the ride marshal already gave us a heads up. Things are about to get rough. The landscape looks a lot like Moonland with those barren, rocky mountains. I've got my Insta360 X3 rolling and capturing every bit of the insane terrain. Suhas is holding the Insta360 mounted on the invisible selfie stick, and he is making the best use of capturing every possible angle of this beautiful landscape. And I must give a credit to my lovely motorcycle, Kawasaki Vulcan S 650. Being a cruiser, it is not built for these rough Himalayan roads and this terrain, but I tell you, day 4, and I think it is performing the best any motorcycle can do. That 649cc parallel twin engine with powerful torque and great acceleration power is making this terrain looks pretty easy to ride. The only real headache for me is the low ground clearance. I did put an aftermarket exhaust to gain few millimeters, but still I need to be very careful over the bad patches, because in this region the bad patch may have sand or loose soil inside it, and the motorcycle may sink into it. So I need to be very careful, and with 2 people on the motorbike it becomes that much more difficult. So on good road I can easily cruise at about 70-80 kilometers per hour in this hilly region, but here I've had to slow down to about 20-25 kilometers per hour, especially with I have my son Suhas riding pillion with me. क्या हो गया पीछे? Why are we stopping? Fell down? किधर?
Oh, okay.
So we had to stop for a bit because the road was blocked. At first we thought it was a landslide, but it turns out a bulldozer was clearing up the debris. While waiting, I had an opportunity to chat with a fellow rider from Kerala who's riding a BMW 310 GS. The biking brotherhood is something else. I mean, you can see all the riders lined up together and chatting with each other, mixing with each other. There are a lot of foreign riders are also there. There are a couple riders, there are individual riders, there are a group of riders. So no matter where you're from, there is always a shared love for the road. So once the road is clear, now we are climbing, and just like that the tarmac disappeared. Now it's all gravel, loose sand and broken patches. The ride is getting tougher, but that's what makes it exciting, right? We made it to the top. Welcome to Khardung La. The place is packed with bikers clicking pictures at this iconic signboard. And due to the high altitude location with thin air, low oxygen, it is recommended to not hang around here for a very long time. So everybody is in a rush to take a picture there. We could also sneak in the opportunity to capture ourselves quickly. So now comes the tricky part, the descent, and it's even rougher. There's a snow melting on the road, making it wet and slippery. The higher we go, the worse the road gets, but the views, absolutely unreal. असं जागा आली ना, अशी जागा आली ना, तर थोडंसं स्वतःला लिफ्ट करून ते फुटतंय जोर जागे
लिफ्ट करू.
म्हणजे थोडंसं असं होतं हलतं.
ओके.
कुठं प्रेशर होतं फुटतंय.
ओके.
सो यू डोंट गेट द जर्क.
ते ठीक आहे. दॅट्स फाईन.
ते पायाने हात करून ठेव. चष्म्याला पेंटी फॉग लावला नाही तर फॉगिंग होत आहे मध्ये मध्ये. काय काय चष्म्याला एंटी फॉग लावला नाही म्हणजे ते एंटी फॉग बाईक फॉगिंग. The sun is out, but the peaks around us are still covered in snow. We take a quick break and click a few pics and get back to the saddle. As we ride down, the road improves and soon we are on a smooth tarmac again. What a relief.
ಸ್ಟೋನ್ ರೋಡ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಬೇಕು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಮೊನಾಸ್ಟ್ರಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತೇವೆ ನಾವು. ಓಕೆ, ಡಿಸ್ಕಿಟ್ ಮೊನಾಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಎಂಟ್ರೆನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಬಂದೇವಿ. ಫಾಲ್ತು ರೋಡಪ್ಪ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೋಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಕಲ್ಲು ಹಾಕಿಟ್ರ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ.
So the next stop, Diskit Monastery. This place is home to the massive 106-foot Maitreya Buddha statue, and the view from up there is something else. So after soaking in this beautiful place and peaceful vibes, we hit the road again, heading straight for the Hunder sand dunes. The moment we reach, we are blown away. The dunes are massive, surrounded by rugged mountains. And here is the highlight, the famous Bactrian camels. These guys are native to this region and nowhere else in India. And Suhas had an opportunity to click a couple of them near the river.
Oh my god. See, ಈ ವ್ಯೂವ್ನಾಗ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಉಸುಕಿರುವಂಥ ಡೆಸರ್ಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೆರೆನೂ ಐತಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರೀನರಿನೂ ಐತಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರು ಹರಿಯಾಕತೈತೆ, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನದಿ ಹರಿಯಾಕತೈತೆ, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾಲೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸ್ನೋ ಐತಿ. ಹಾಂ, ಈ ಕಡೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಫುಲ್ ಕಲ್ಲು ಮಣ್ಣಿನ ಗುಡ್ಡ ಇದಾವೆ. ಫ್ರಮ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ವೆರೈಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೆರೇನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎನ್ವೈರನ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಆಗಳ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಶೆಕಿ ಇತ್ತು, ಈಗ ಫುಲ್ ಥಂಡಿ ಗಾಳಿ ಬೀಸ ಐತಿ. ಕ್ರೇಜಿ.
So as this is the last place we were to visit on today's ride before we head for our stay at Hunder. Here we are, we reach our stay for the night, Rewa camp in Hunder. But before we call it a night, here is a heads up for tomorrow. We are riding from Hunder to iconic Pangong Lake and we have to leave super early. The Shok River is on our route, and as the day progresses, its water level rise. So if you don't time it right, crossing it would become a big challenge for us. So that's it for today, guys. I'm still figuring out this whole new motovlogging thing. So your feedback means a lot to me. If you like this, do like, comment, and subscribe to Almost Famous Rider. I will catch you tomorrow on another crazy ride Hunder to Pangong Lake. See you on the road tomorrow. Until then, have a good time, have some adventure, stay safe. See you soon.